Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Grammar Fun. My name is Jaya and we will be learning grammar together. The chapter which we are going to learn today is Chapter 4, The Clever Escape. Let us do some warm up. This is on your chapter number 4, The Clever Escape. Exercise A. Take this quiz to know how alert and prepared you are. You can find these in your textbook. The first one, when you are given a circular for your parents. So a teacher gives you a notice to be given to your parents. What will you do? First one, you put it in your bag and forget about it. You keep it safely and remember to give it to your parents. So usually what we do, we keep it safely and then when we get home, we tell it to our parents. So you have to tick or underline that. Second one, when a test is announced, when teacher tells about a test, you note down the dates and details of the test carefully, or you decided to call a friend and find out the details of the test just a day before the date of the test. So what do? We have a diary, we usually note it down and prepare for it carefully. Third one, when your best friend's birthday is approaching, so your best friend's birthday is coming, what do? You run to the store to buy a last minute gift or you buy and pack the gift well in advance. Yeah, if it is me, I will pack the gift well in advance. Fourth one, when your exams are around the corner, it means when your exams are about to start, what do? You are careful about what you eat to avoid falling ill. You don't bother about eating healthy food. So if you don't eat healthy food, you'll fall ill. So you are careful about what you eat to avoid falling ill. The chapter Clever Escape is a play. So before we start the play, you will meet the following characters in this one act play. So this is about two characters, two main characters which is there or who are there in this play. Let us meet them. First one is Chhatrapati Shivaji, a fearless Maratha warrior. So he is a fearless, does not fear anything. He is a Maratha warrior. Had brought many Indian kingdoms under the Maratha rule. So he fought and he brought many kingdoms of India under the Maratha rule. Although his soldiers were not always trained in military tactics, Shivaji was capable of planning clever strategies to defeat his enemies. Now his soldiers were not like how people are in the military, they are not trained well. But Shivaji was actually, he was a good man. He could plan well. He could plan different ways of defeating his enemies. So that is about Shivaji. Now we look at Afzal Khan. Afzal Khan was a powerful commander in the Bijapur Sultanate. So in the Bijapur Sultanate, he was a very powerful commander, a person who commands somebody. It is believed that he was presented with a diamond-studded sword and a great elephant seat by the king of Bijapur as a reward for his bravery. So just because he was brave, the king of Bijapur gave him as a gift. What did he give? A sword which had a diamond in it and a very great elephant seat. Okay, because he was brave. He had 10,000 soldiers under his command. So that is a huge number. 10,000 soldiers he had. The Marathas and the Sultanate of Bijapur were enemies. So now what, Shivaji and Afzal Khan were enemies. This play is about a well-known incident in Shivaji's life. Although Shivaji defeated Afzal Khan, he had him buried with the highest military honors as a token of respect for the warrior's valor. So they both were enemies, and so this play is actually an incident in Shivaji's life. Okay, now although Shivaji won with Afzal Khan, he actually took him and he buried him by giving him all the respect he could. Now, these are the characters of the play. Let us look at it. Afzal Khan, he is a general in the army of Bijapur. Muhammad Ali, noble in the army of Bijapur. Mohabbat Khan, noble in the army of Bijapur. Badi Sahiba, Queen Mother of Bijapur. So these are the people of Bijapur. Now we have Shivaji, who is the leader of the Marathas, Netaji Palkar and Moropant Pingle, who are two of Shivaji's generals. Then we have the guards and the soldiers. Now let us look at scene 1. A room in the Bijapur palace. Afzal Khan, Muhammad Ali and Mohabbat Khan are sitting at a table talking. So this is the first scene is in the Bijapur palace. It is a room. These three people are sitting over there and talking. Afzal Khan, I shall capture this wretched bandit without even getting off my horse. So what is Afzal Khan saying? That he can capture, he can catch, okay, that wretched bandit. Bandit means robber or a criminal, okay, without even getting off from the horse. Means it is very easy to catch that bandit. Muhammad Ali, we know about your bravery, Afzal Khan. So Muhammad Ali is praising him, telling, yes, 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 we know that you are very brave. Mohabbat Khan, you have fought against the mighty Mughals. You will walk all over this little mouse. So, what is Muhammad Khan telling to Afzal Khan? Yes, we know that you have fought against the mighty Mughals. This is such a small thing. You can just walk over it. You don't have to try much. Afzal Khan, he is a mountain rat. I shall crush him under the heels of my shoes. So, what is Afzal Khan saying? He's just a rat, a mountain rat. It's very easy to defeat him. I'll just crush him under the heels of my shoes. Muhammad Ali, we have assembled a huge army, but you will hardly need it against this upstart Shivaji. So, what is he telling? He's telling that we have a very big army, but then against Shivaji, we don't need that much. Mohabbat Khan, who is this Shivaji? Nothing but a poor landowner's son, not worthy of our notice. So Muhammad Khan is like very jokingly or amusingly, like, who is this? What is he? He is just a poor landowner's son. He's not even worthy. He doesn't deserve. We don't have to notice him that much. Afzal Khan, I shall bring him back in a small cage so that people can mock him. So, what is Afzal Khan telling? When I go and fight with him, I will bring him back in a very small cage so that people can come and make fun of him. Muhammad Ali, let them know that the might of Bijapur is not to be threatened by a mere mountain rat. So Muhammad Ali is telling, let the people know that the might, the Bijapur cannot be threatened, cannot be given any harm by just a small rat. Afzal Khan, we shall hear no more of him after this. I shall bring back a victorious army in a week or two. So what is Afzal Khan telling? We shall not hear of him. We should not even talk about him. I'll just go, I'll fight, I will come back winning in a week or a two. Enter Badi Sahiba. The two nobles rise, salute, and leave the room. So when Badi Sahiba comes in, the two nobles, Muhammad Ali and Mohabbat Khan, they just get up, they salute, and they just leave the room. Badi Sahiba. Afzal Khan, you seem confident of your success. So what is Badi Sahib telling? Oh, I think that you are very confident. Afzal Khan, Badi Sahiba, I shall crush this rat in 10 days. So what is Afzal Khan telling? This is just a small work. I can finish this in 10 days. Badi Sahiba, it will not be so easy. He is a wily man. So what is Badi Sahiba telling? It is not that easy. He is very cunning. He is very cruel. Afzal Khan, I know, and I keep on thinking about my visit to the mosque today. So Afzal Khan telling, yes, I know that, but then I was thinking about my visit when I went to the mosque today. What happened? Badi Sahiba, what happened there? So she's asking, what happened? Afzal Khan, the Maulik refused me his blessing. The Maulvi is the person who the priest in the mosque. So he actually did not bless me. Why? Afzal Khan, when I approached him, he recoiled in horror, crying out that he could see no head on my shoulder, only a gaping hole. So what is Afzal Khan saying? When I went there, the Molvi actually, he with shock, he just moved back from me and he was just telling me that I cannot see your head. There's just a hole over there. Badi Sahiba, but this is terrible. But this is very terrible. That is the end of this chapter. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.